Hello everyone and welcome to English 106 this term. My name is Sister Rasmussen and I will be your instructor. Really quickly, I just wanted to give a course overview that basically gives you the fundamentals of what's going to go on in this course, how it's going to be organized, and just give you some heads up as to what to expect. So let's start with the English 106 course syllabus, and you can find this by going into the course folder and clicking on the syllabus tab. I don't want to go over this at length. You do need to read this completely and on your own, but I do want to just go over some of the most important information that you will find here. So with the course objectives, basically the purpose of this course is to teach you to work on developing and perfecting effective sentences and paragraphs, and then organizing those into short essays. So some of the objectives are to help you think, speak, and write critically about topics that are meaningful to you, to share your thoughts in an organized and effective way, in effective ways. There we go. That's not very effective, is it? But then to analyze examples of good writing, and then learn how to emulate that information in your own writing, to understand audience, how to generate strong thesis statements that you can focus on in your essays, and the basic fundamentals of writing, free writing, drafting, revision, editing, all that stuff. You're also going to be working with grammar lessons to help you work on those sentence level errors that perhaps you have some trouble with, because that's very much an effective part of writing good sentences. So those are the course objectives, just very basically. You need to expect to spend at least 9 to 12 hours each week on this class in order to do well. So that does not mean that you have to spend 9 to 12 hours, but if you have a particular grade in mind, say an A or a B, you're going to have to spend more time in the course. You're also going to have to be accountable for your own learning and your own reporting of your learning. So make sure that you're aware of that as well. A lot of these assignments are not graded by me, but they are reported by you, that you did them on time and that you did them appropriately. So keep that in mind as well, and I will be looking at those reports and checking for accuracy. So you want to make sure that you devote as much time as you can to this course. I understand you have families and jobs and so many other things going on in your life, but just be aware that just like with many things in life, there are consequences to certain behaviors. So the more time you spend in the course, generally will have a more positive consequence in terms of grades and assessments. So just keep that in mind as you get started this term. The semester is broken up into different lessons. You will start with writing a love letter, and then a This I Believe essay, and those are going to help you really hone in on effective sentences and paragraphs. And then you're going to move on to the persuasive essay, and you're going to have 3 weeks to complete the persuasive essay as opposed to 2 weeks for the love letter and the This I Believe essay. You all then finish the term by writing a personal essay. You'll also have 3 weeks for that particular essay as well. But that's kind of how the semester is going to be broken up. So you're gonna focus on one specific writing assignment at a time. The first two have 2 weeks apiece, and then again you'll finish with the persuasive and the personal, which each get 3 weeks to work on them, because they take a little more time, a little more planning. So each lesson will open on Thursday the week before, so you can get a little bit of a head start. I want you to be prepared for the coming week, but I really want you to focus on the current week that you're in. Working ahead is great, especially if you know you're going to be out of town or have certain things going on during a certain week. But it's really important to just stay on your current work. And then when that is completely finished and turned in and as good as it can be, then you can go ahead and move on to the next week. Also, you will have a gathering, of course, each week, so you want to make sure that you attend those on time. And if there will be a report each week as to whether or not you have attended. And if for any reason your gathering gets canceled, there is a way to report that and then send me an email, and I will excuse those points for you. So I hope you enjoy your gathering times and hope that you get a lot from them. In terms of different activities, again, you'll be doing some grammar lessons each week. So you want to make sure that you begin working on those at the beginning of the week so you can apply them to your writing throughout the week, and especially for whatever essay you're working on that week. Each week you will also have a reading assignment and a discussion board to complete. Your initial post for the discussion board is due each Wednesday at midnight, and then your response posts are due on Saturday. So most of your assignments are due Saturday night, but the discussion board posts are due Wednesday. So anytime there's an assignment, you will get the day and the time that each is due. So just make sure that you are really aware of that, because you get a couple assignments that are due on Wednesday throughout the term. So you just have to be aware of that. But those are the only 2 days that you should be turning in, that work should be due. I'm fairly confident in that. I teach other courses too. So I believe that Wednesday and Saturday are the only days that you will have work due. So yeah, this breaks down. I'll go into the course schedule as well, but this will show you what is due each day. So like up here, the grammar lesson, by Wednesday you should have looked at all the information, and then the grammar exercises due on Saturday. So the schedule breaks down to what you should have read, what you should be working on by Wednesday, and then what assignments are due on Saturday. So if that gets a little confusing, don't worry. All will go well. You'll get the hang of it, I promise. And then of course you've got the speaking partner that you need to be working with each week as well. So let's see if there's anything else that I really need to go through. Nope, not really. So make sure that you, again, read over the entire course syllabus. I don't want to take up a lot of time by doing it for you. So make sure you read that and understand all of the policies for that. Here is the course schedule. It will break down each due day and time for each lesson. So for the introductory lesson, by Wednesday, you need to complete these items. On Thursday, you attend your gathering, and then Saturday, you need to have all of this done as well. So what I would suggest is that you print this out at the beginning of the term so you can have it in front of you, or you could transfer all of this onto a calendar of your choice. But it's really wise to have some sort of paper, tangible calendar or schedule for you so that you can mark things off, so that you can know when things are due, and so forth. Do not trust iLearn to show you what assignments are coming up, because often I get students who say, oh, well, iLearn didn't tell me this was due. Well, don't trust iLearn. It's not always going to tell you every single assignment that's due. That's your job, not iLearn. So please don't rely on iLearn to alert you as to whether or not something is due in any given week. So do keep that in mind. So again, I'm not going to go into much detail about this. Just know that the calendar or the course schedule is here. It is for you, and I would suggest you printing it off so that you know each week what is due on what day, and that you can just check it off and be successful in that way. Okay, let's go to getting started in English 106. I just want to go over some of the course policies that I have for this course. Make sure you begin your work each day with prayer, because it is through the Spirit that we do our best learning. Make sure that you are organized with your work and their due dates, because I do not accept late work pretty much for any reason. So if you know that you have a trip coming up and you'll be out of commission for a week, you need to have all of your assignments turned in early, or as early as you can. Be in contact with me. Be sure to let me know as things come up, or if anything changes in your schedule, whatnot. And that's why I really encourage you to have a calendar and a course schedule for you to look at, because again, I do not accept late work. So you got to stay on top of that and be accountable for your own work and your own learning. Also, make sure that you daily, multiple times a day even, check the announcements. Check any emails. I've seen a student before who said that she does not check her BYU Idaho email every day, and that's just setting up for missing really important information. So be sure that you're checking your BYU Idaho email every day, or whatever email it is that you get your communications from me, because you don't want to miss anything. And then announcements are the same thing. I don't always email the information that I put in my announcement, so you need to check out the announcements every day as well. And then check out my notes from instructor pages, especially at the beginning of each lesson, because this is how I most likely will stay in contact with you. Make sure that you use proper email or text etiquette. Make sure you call me by Sister Rasmussen. Make sure you have a greeting. Make sure you give me a very detailed and specific message. Just don't just say, I have a question about the assignment this week, because we have multiple assignments every week. So you need to use the proper name of every assignment. Don't just say, oh, well, the essay. Well, which essay? Be specific and tell me exactly which assignment you have a question on. Give me much detail as you can, and make sure you close with your name, because sometimes I don't know who you are. So don't trust that I can just tell by your email address or anything like that. It's a good habit to get into. So when you write an email or text me, include your name so that I know who you are. Also, make sure to check your grades regularly. I do my best to be on top of grading and get work back to you quickly with good feedback, but do understand that it does take me several days in order to do that. And I want you to stay on top of your grades as well, because I do make errors. Accidents do happen, and if you have any questions or concerns about your grades, please don't hesitate to ask. Let me know immediately. If you say, oh, well, I did this and I met this standard, can you explain why I got this score? Because, maybe it really was an error. And if it's not, I will explain to you why you got that score. So don't be afraid to talk to me about grades. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I would rather I know how to improve. And I would also rather know if I've made an error. So here's some of the basics of English 106. I wish you the best of luck this term, and I look forward to working with you.